Hello, friends. This is Yox with REtoken, the Real Estate DAO, and joined with some of our other key contributors here tonight. We've got Blur's Day, Mrs. Yox, myself, Dax, and Amy. I'm going to be going camera-less tonight. My computer was being a little problematic, and that's one of the reasons that we had the late start. So anybody that's watching on the live stream, welcome. And we've got some agenda here prepared today, and we've got a lot of stuff going on. Very excited about building RETCamp. That is a blockchain bootcamp for real estate. And right now we are targeting to deliver our very first bootcamp on Saturday, April 23rd. And this is something that we're really taking what we have seen here over the last 6 to 9 months, building REtoken, the real estate DAO. And the biggest need and opportunity that we have seen is to really talk about the benefits, education. And we have had on our roadmap for quite some time creating a certificate program, and it's still on our roadmap. And this is one of the things, Notion, this is a newer tool for all of us. And if somebody could take an effort here to add the participants on our Notion page, that would be great. So I'm going to just scroll down the list here. And one of the first things that we had on the agenda is to discuss the community call template. And what do I mean by that? So I'm actually going to bring over here the other Notion page. And let me take off this and make it so everybody can see. So we, as a part of our ongoing efforts to integrate REtoken, the real estate DAO, into the Triple Win Foundation 3-Win DAO, Notion is one of the tools that we started using in another project, Token Summit DAO. And I was just looking at the date. It's March 23rd. So we're literally 1 month away from today for delivering blockchain bootcamp for real estate. But this is one of the things here. This is the agenda and meeting notes page. One of the things that's fabulous about this product Notion is that it makes it very easy to look at data in a very in some different ways. So like this is a database of all of our meeting agenda, and you can visualize it in a couple different ways. This is on a per project basis. And we love our POAPs, and this is a way that you can see some of the POAPs. Like I didn't get the one for tonight uploaded here. That's one of the things, and we can take a look at the agenda and see that that's one of the things that is on a step that I didn't get done. But I did get the short description, the Zoom, and I did get it created. But one of the things that was wanting to talk about here right now is the templates. This is one of the great things about Notion, is that we can have templates for various types of agenda. Like right now, we're talking about the community calls. So right here, we can go in, click on the little 3 dots over here, edit this template, and this makes it easy to create the same type of content using this template. So taking a look, like here, we've got community call live stream already selected. And this is what I was wanting to talk about right now. And I wanted to just kind of yield the mic. We've had some templated conversations in our community calls, but I just wanted to hear some input. I do have this DAO governance in here, and this is one of the things that we kind of had this broken out on our working group on Sunday. But anyway, I'm going to stop talking and hear some thoughts as far as what we would like to see to be covered from an agenda standpoint so that we can make these community calls more templated and consistent.
I really don't have anything to add specifically.
Dex or Amy, go ahead, and I'll go last.
I'm just waiting for this to unfold. That's all. It's been a long time coming, so I have nothing much to add. I'm just participating. Thank you.
Okay, cool. So for me, a couple of things. One is I would like to see us go over the projects that are happening in the future as well as what's happening right now. So boot camp is really important. We've also got this summit coming up here in June that I really want to focus on boot camp, but I don't want to forget about that and then have it sneak up on us because that's going to be a really big thing. I would also like to put for future agendas as the revenue starts coming in, things that we want to go over it. So once we have the revenue coming in, where we are on budget, we're going to be asking for certain expenses, have some trackability about what's working and all that. And then I would also like to go back to a couple of our teams.
Real quick, I want to make sure that we're capturing this instead of just talking about it. So the review roadmap timeline, does that capture the first thing that you were talking about?
Yeah, and maybe a couple bullets of the specific timeline events like June Token Summit and the next month boot camp, and then stuff that doesn't have as much of a deadline, like the investment club and stuff that's more ongoing. Because we have a lot going on, and I don't know that everybody actually knows how much is going on.
So how do you want to visualize that? Do you want it like a toggle list here, or that's one of the nice things. And when I say a toggle list, like this is a toggle list here, and then it's got a backlink to the relation. So like here you're talking about.
Yeah, how about we just put 3 bullet points. Boot camps, token summits, and investment clubs / IRL events.
So token summit 622 coming up on. And one of the things too that I was changing a little bit here, and I'm going to digress. So like this, I made, and this is like right now, when somebody goes to Triple Win Foundation, and that's 3win.foundation, it redirects here to the main Notion page, which is what I was just showing there. And one of the things that I updated was I made the description a little better for the page, like blockchain bootcamp for real estate. Buy your ticket today for first event on April 23rd. And then like over here on Token Summit, virtual summit coming soon on June 21st through 23rd. So that was one of the things that I thought added some value to make it more clear as far as some immediate upcoming opportunities, kind of like what you were talking about there, Tyler.
Yeah. Hey, Rosetta, welcome. Good to have you here.
Hey, thank you so much. It's good to be here.
So Rosetta, what we're talking about right now is formatting the community call. So it's most helpful moving forward. We would like to start reviewing our current projects and kind of giving people an update on the ecosystem, since we've kind of transitioned these calls from REtoken to the Triple Win Foundation. There's a lot in the Triple Win Foundation. This is what's on the screen right now is all that's in there for right now, and I'm expecting this list to grow because it's Jason. That's kind of how we roll. So.
Well, and that's a good segue into like, and I actually have ready to go over here, streamer mode already enabled on the poll. And this is one of the things that we actually created during our working group last night. And kudos to Rosetta. She's the first person besides myself that actually upvoted these. And I think the next week will be pretty telling as we're moving forward, because there might be some apprehensions as far as adding, because basically to deliver this first step, and this is one of the things that I have here, it's $30 a month, where it's basically the way that meetup.com works is it's like a 6-month upfront to launch a new meetup group. So that would be functionally the first phase of launching a new market, is creating the REtoken DAO meetup group. And the thoughts are on this is with this blockchain bootcamp for real estate program that we're creating here, it only is going to take 1 or 2 ticket sales a month out of this meetup group for this meetup group to become profitable. And the opportunity for finding people such as Rosetta in Tennessee that are working on positioning themselves as real estate professionals, we're fully expecting this blockchain bootcamp for real estate to be an additional revenue stream for especially real estate professionals that are out meeting with clients on a regular basis, because the opportunity to just refer a client to this bootcamp program and then earn an affiliate commission from that. And we're looking to deliver this bootcamp for sub $100. So when you're talking a 50% affiliate, that's almost $50 affiliate commission per client that you refer. And we're really expecting this to be a high value proposition. We'll be talking more about that later, but so that's kind of the thoughts here. And this is one of the things that rolls right into there. But going back, we kind of got off on a little bit of a tangent because one was wanting to make sure that we had, and this is the template for the community call. So, and I'll kind of finesse this a little bit later, but one of the opportunities too here while we're working on Notion and 3Win DAO, Triple Win Foundation, the opportunity of having a more flexible timeline and roadmap that really incorporates all of our projects together. And this is probably a good, and this is kind of dated. This is from November, and this is one of the things here that I will work on updating. I'm not going to promise that I'm going to get it updated here by the end of the month, but it's definitely something that going to update. We REtoken the Real Estate DAO did a soft vote to incorporate, move this yellow circle basically into the green ecosystem here. So just wanted to provide a little backstory on that, because this is, as Amy said, it's been a long time getting to where we're at, and we're really, I think, with the foundation that we are laying here. And to provide a little bit of perspective on Triple Win Foundation, we have registered Triple Win Foundation as a nonprofit corporation. It was actually a Wyoming DAO LLC that we had to change whenever we started doing some research on how to become a 501c3. That's the nonprofit where when somebody donates money, you can write a tax deduction. That's going to be a process that we are going to be going through with Triple Win Foundation. And one of the things that we spoke a little bit about, and just putting this out there for people that are wanting to be more involved here, this is a great time to be more involved. I mean, we're just barely starting to get some of the framework. And then when we have a revenue stream like this blockchain bootcamp for real estate, that will really change things very substantially, instead of bootstrapping and, you know, like being Scrooges with the treasury that we have been, the opportunity to really start operating as a business and putting some solid foundation in here. But anyway, this can be an ongoing work in progress as far as the community call. And that's one of the things, having a nice capability of using a template. That's, again, one of the value propositions of using Notion. And then we've just really started using Notion, and I'm excited to learn how to better use this tool for tracking things. Like, one of the things that I was actually doing earlier this week was creating a little bit of documentation with the ENS domains and subdomains that we have, and how that relates to various projects. One of the reasons, and this is worth going on this tangent here, is because we've been setting up gm.xyz, and this is one of the things that just also during our working group last night, and we'll be talking more about this, Tyler and I are actually going to be catching up with one of the primary contributors of GM.xyz on, I think it's Friday at 4:30. Is that correct, Tyler?
Yeah, that sounds right.
So we'll get that on the calendar as well. But one of the things right now, this is a call to action for people to do. It's super easy to sign up, but we have a REtoken DAO community request open for this. And I'll link this up on the live stream so that everybody can go engage, create your GM.xyz. Please go upvote our community request on gm.xyz, and want to give some shout outs to Poopster. Poopster is one of the OG DAOplements, and Teresa I also see. I'm not sure if they're still on right now, but gm.xyz, this is something that we've been looking at a long time, everybody. We've been, and I bumped this thread over here. This is something, when I say a long time, this is something that this thread has gone back to December, because we've received so much feedback from you, our community, from people that have never used Discord, and Discord is overwhelming and it's confusing. And that's one of the things that we have heard and listened, and we want to make it as easy as possible, whether it's Discord or whether it's a platform like gm.xyz, to connect with whatever we're doing. Because it shouldn't matter if somebody's looking at, like right now, we're on a Zoom. So whether somebody's looking at Discord or YouTube, and that's one of the great things about this live stream channel is, people can plug in on YouTube, can plug in on LinkedIn, Facebook, if they prefer the Facebook, and it really makes it easier. And again, that's why we had this, we build a safe, inclusive, and platform agnostic community. So has anybody started using this yet? GM.xyz?
All I did was sign up and just link my wallet and kind of mess with my profile a little bit and upvote.
Dax, Amy, Rosetta, were you able to get connected? Jason, where are we on our 25 votes?
I think we're still lacking a little bit, and that's one of the things. We just literally created the request. Let me go back there real quick. So we are currently at 8, and the threshold that they have in place is 25. So go give us a thumbs up here. I posted the link on our live stream channel. I'm pretty excited. Like, out of all the things that we've looked at over the last 3 or 4 months, this is the one that I'm the most excited about. It really has a lot of Reddit feel to it. And that's one of the things, and it's even got some better Reddit feel to it than even Reddit itself, but it's Web3 native, so it's very easy to create an account. You just connect your MetaMask wallet, or I'm not sure what other wallets that they prefer. We normally recommend people to just use MetaMask just because of ease of convenience, and then whatever you want to do as far as like with the hardware wallet or something like that, that's up to your own devices. But one of the things that we're looking to do more of here in 2022 and be more intentional about is creating written content. And I created a post here not too long ago, 7 hours ago, feature request, and mir.xyz, for people that may or may not be familiar, that's quickly becoming the like a medium.com of Web3. And this feature request that I made here, not even 12 hours ago, has already received 14 upvotes. And the thought is here, like right now on mir.xyz, there's not really any like commenting capability that you see on Medium or a blog post. And that would be a fabulous integration. And we are planning, we do have REtoken DAO is set up on mir.xyz. And this is, again, one of the things that if you're interested in contributing, reach out to us. We're going to be using bounties for doing more of the things. And that's probably a good segue. Before I segue into DWork real quick, do we want to talk any more about gm.xyz right now?
I think it's a really interesting integration of kind of Facebook, Twitter, Reddit feeling community. I know a lot of people don't like Discord because it's too busy or it's too confusing or whatever. The other thing that I think will be really nice about gm.xyz is it's Web3 native. So getting into it early is always like, anytime you're into a Web3 project early, that's usually a good thing.
Yeah, and the more that we can just figure out, like we've got some very practical use cases of it ourselves. Like we are have already launched a and I'll actually probably do this, go back, because this is one of the things that we spoke about briefly ago, was the voting proposal. This is a call to action right now, Tennessee, Texas, or Florida, and I can appreciate we did time this where we will have up to the community call next week. So it actually ends at 7 p.m. So we're a week plus a couple hours out. And we did that very intentionally so that we can talk about it here again at another community call, because this is something that we want everybody to be comfortable with. And let me actually show what that looks like over here as far as the expansion plans into another state. And let me get there real quick over here. So new markets expansion, and started adding some details here. So how to expand into a new market for 3Win DAO, REtoken DAO, Token Town, Our Home Co-op. Our Home is really where we're looking to create the cooperative housing investment club, the cooperative housing NFT, along with the cooperative housing protocol. So anyway, this is 6 steps that I broke down right now. Determine expansion states. That's what we're doing the Discord soft vote on. And going back to gm.xyz, that would be another place that we could do the temp check before we send it to Snapshot for the final approval. So that's one of the frameworks that we've got, as far as, because at the end of the day, we don't want to send things to Snapshot for there to be confusion. We want to provide plenty of opportunity to discuss the any of the DAO governance that we're putting forward. But anyway, going back to the expansion. So the first step, besides determining the states, is create, and to be really clear, if there's somebody that really loves what we're doing here, the real estate is a global opportunity, and we are absolutely wanting to be global. We've taken an approach here that we're wanting to figure out the security token path here in the US, and then we're wanting to follow a similar dynamic in other countries. So the first step is to create the REtoken DAO meetup group, and let me open that here. This is one that we've got in Colorado. REtoken the real estate DAO in Colorado, and then register legal entities. There might be more than the one that talking about right now, but the main one that we're operating under is Triple Win Foundation, as a foreign nonprofit corporation. And the reason that that'll provide a lot of opportunities if we want to incorporate a fundraising aspect for, again, we're very much in a fundraising bootstrapping mode of operation right now. But then the other one is create Token Town. Don't have any details under that. That's a fairly simple process that we've got as far as the initial governance. And we'll be talking more about Token Town and really creating a product. I believe that there's an absolute opportunity to really create a product around Token Town, and not just like creating a brand new from scratch neighborhood. That's a fabulous vision that we will absolutely fulfill. I believe the other opportunity with Token Town is to really provide a mechanism for HOAs that are struggling, that are even potentially wanting to disband, and create a more technology-enabled governance framework, which would be Token Town, the HOA destroyer, which is a DAO blockchain-enabled governance dynamic. So then the other one is create a 3-win DAO meetup group. So what is that? This is one that we've got a very crypto forward name for. This is one that we just recently did here in Colorado. And when I say a very crypto forward, we've got all the trending keywords: Web3, DAOs, NFTs, and metaverse in Colorado. And then that's one of the things that we're actually working on, we actually did tokenize it, CO-WIN. And the fact, when did we actually create this meetup group, Tyler?
CO-WIN's brand new. I think we created it this month.
And to just provide some perspective as far as the opportunity, we've already had 61 people sign up just within like the last not very long ago. So
it's the other big opportunity is that most of these people don't live in Colorado. So even though we tagged it as being in Denver because we had to make it based somewhere, a lot of these people don't live in Colorado. Some of them don't even live in the US, which is pretty exciting.
And you can see that's the value proposition too, is that like through this Meetup Pro network, and you can see here part of 3-win DAO, like for us to easily schedule in this Meetup Pro network to dozens of groups all over the world, that's again the value proposition. So the goal is to really create a hybrid framework where local organizers can tap into the network effect that we're creating here. And like maybe every other week or once a month, they have an IRL event. And then through the power of the network effect that we're creating, and like some of the, like one of the reoccurring things that we do is host a Saturday morning book club on Clubhouse. And we've been going through the Infinite Machine. That's the origin story of Ethereum. Highly recommend that. And we're getting ready to do another book coming up here in a couple of weeks, The Art of Impossible, which is a book that Julie recommended. But anyway, going back here, then the last one, this is the one that I'm personally most excited about, is the investment club for cooperative housing. This is really one of the mechanisms that we believe will be the best path for equitable, affordable housing. And the nice thing about the investment club framework is that there's parameters that we can operate within that don't require any SEC involvement. And we'll be talking more about that. One of the other investment clubs that I would like to create and participate in ourselves is a play to earn gaming investment club. So anyway, we'll be talking more about that. Going back to our community call notes here. And before I do that, does anybody have any questions as far as this expansion strategy, these 6 steps that I've outlined here? I will take the silence as a no. So looking at our agenda, we've talked about the DAO governance. The thing that we had under here was the Discord poll. We didn't have anything under triple win. Well, we've got the hybrid DAO governance framework. Just be thinking a little bit about that. The opportunity for us to incorporate up to 8 strategies, and we'll curb more in-depth conversation for our upcoming working group. And I'll actually take this opportunity to show the Triple Win Foundation calendar on Google Calendar. So we've got that linked in the Start Here channel. We've migrated away from the REtoken DAO Google Calendar. So hopefully everybody that is wanting, and this is something that we're working on getting better at. We're putting a lot of tooling in place here in 2022. I mean, 2022 Q1, everybody, we are putting a ton of tooling in place. We're looking at Active Campaign for email marketing and CRM. We're looking at ClickFunnels. That's actually the POAP that I've got here for tonight. And ClickFunnels is a sales funnel platform that is going to serve, will likely serve our affiliate program as well as our webinar marketing strategy. But make sure that you have the Google Calendar. And then on one other thing that we have been wanting to talk about, we've talked about this in the past, but Me6, upgrading Me6 and Sesh. And we'll talk more about Discord integration during our working group as far as, because that's kind of been an elephant in the room, and would really like to move that conversation forward. And we'll talk again about that Sunday, 3 o'clock here, 3 Eastern time. That'll be another one of the things that we discussed there. But anyway, we've only got a few minutes left here. Even though that we had a late start, want to be respectful of everyone's time here this evening. So any thoughts, concerns as far as before we give this community call a wrap here tonight?
Yeah, it looks like we got some good things to work on Sunday. Personally, I think the Sesh bot would be a very easy low-hanging fruit to buy. I think it's like $90 for unlimited. I mean, for one server, but unlimited time as opposed to subscription. So I've been wanting to do that just for one of my other Discords, but I haven't pulled the trigger.
Yeah, and the big value proposition is the recurring events here. Like we've got the community call here tonight, 7 Eastern on Wednesday, and just making it easy, because like right now, if we had Sesh Premium in place, the recurring event, because like right now it's a manual process, and with the recurring event, it would already be in there for us, and that would be something that we could just incorporate from a call to action, say, hey, go RSVP for Sesh. So let's just put that, both of those, because the thing that's fabulous about Me6 is it's a one-time cost. It's not even a monthly reoccurring, and I believe it's a lifetime plan, $90. And we can bring a lot of information and consolidate a lot of stuff with Me6. I'm a huge fan of the Me6, especially because it's not a monthly reoccurring, because I believe Sesh, or I believe it is.
Yeah, I got it mixed up. Sesh is recurring. Me6 is a one-time.
Yeah. So Sesh Premium looks like it's, I don't know what the difference between these two, but we can take a look. Either way, I think both of these we're decently invested. One of the things too that was great, going back to gm.xyz, they even put forward doing a Discord webhooks. And let me see if I bookmark that. I think it's probably a trending anyway. Oh, let me just do a search. Discord. Yeah, I saw the tweet. So this is something that was already put forward, and it's had quite a few upvotes. I'll link that too, because that's definitely something like, Discord isn't going away, but do have some concerns and just the feedback that we've got. So this is definitely people that have got on gm.xyz, go upvote this one too, because this will just allow easier integration with gm.xyz with Discord. So, one last thing too, people that are, those of us that are working on Coordinate for Blockchain Bootcamp for Real Estate, we're not working on Coordinate. We do have Coordinate in place. This is definitely something that we want to be diligent about. We're highly anticipating a Blockchain Bootcamp for real estate to be a profit center. Did get the Coordinate in place here, and this is something I think I'm the only person that's made an allocation, but it's going to be running a weekly epic. One of the things that I'm going to work on doing is getting some tokenomics more refined for season 1. I feel good. We allocated 5% of the tokens for season 1, but then now we need to see how that we're going to divvy up the tokens that we allocated, because we are tokenizing blockchain bootcamp for real estate, the product that we're creating that will be a monthly NFT based product, and very, very excited to get feedback, deliver that, but get feedback and build it and all of that stuff. But anyway, I'm rambling now, and I'm going to stop talking, and we're 1 minute past the hour. Anybody got anything? Are we calling this a wrap here, folks?
We got a lot done, so this is good.
Yep. It's a wrap.
All right. Well, the big thing, ClickFunnels, and that's something that I'm going to still have some more conversation with. That's why it's on the POAP. This is the biggest monthly expense that we put forward. It's a $300 a month expense, and the big value proposition is for managing the affiliate program. Go ahead. Is that you, Tyler?
I did have one last thing. We're on early bird pricing until March 31st. And so if you have anybody that wants to come in, the prices are going to go up on April 1st. So if you need a little incentive on that.
She's referring to our own blockchain bootcamp for real estate. That's
not ClickFunnels.
Yes.
Sorry, I was thinking about affiliates for bootcamp. Yeah. So if on bootcamp, pricing is going to go up on April 1st. So if you've got anybody that is thinking about they're on the fence, price is going to go up $50 on the first.
And that's one of the things that we're really working on, getting our webinar online. That's one of the reasons, and we spoke about this before we went live, was utilizing the Restream Studio. And so be expecting, then this will be the final takeaway here. Besides what Tyler was saying, if you're on the fence about blockchain bootcamp for real estate, early bird pricing is sunsetting in a little over a week. We'll be talking about that at all of our upcoming events. But expect for the working group, and I'll go back real quick to our calendar here. Expect for the working group coming up on Sunday at 3:00 Eastern. And that will be, and I'll commit to getting the Discord session created for that right after this. And then be expecting that will be a studio for Restream link instead of a Zoom link. And we'll try that out here for our working group on Sunday. And then again for our community call on Wednesday. And then we can make a decision in between our next working group on Sunday if we're going to continue to use the studio. It does have a 10 people limit though, so that's something to be cognizant of. But with our restreaming, we give plenty of opportunity for people to plug in. And if it gets to a point where we consistently are having close to the 10 threshold, the thing that I like about Zoom is that it provides the waiting room and some of the other dynamics. So the studio StreamYard would definitely be more of like a not as open as Zoom. So that's a consideration to think about. But it will provide a more polished experience where I can have more fun with people's comments, and it's just a more polished, similar to what we were doing with StreamYard, for those of us that remember what that looked like before we switched to Zoom and Restream. But anyway, we'll so just be expecting that, and that's all that I got anyway. So we're dropping to. Thanks, Blurs. Everybody have a good rest of your week, and we will catch up with you all here. We've got the book club on Saturday morning, and then we have our working group on. And then when we get the details finalized for the webinar, we'll definitely be having a webinar between now and our working group on Sunday. We'll be sure to communicate that to everybody. But other than that, everybody have a wonderful rest of your evening tonight.
Good night, everyone.
Good
Thanks
night.
for coming.
Thank you so much. Thanks for the link.
You're welcome,
Absolutely.
Rosetta.
Thanks everybody. And like I said, Rosetta, we'll get better at getting the links out via normal channels.
Yes, my calendar's connected. The links are never there.
I know, and that's on us to get better at doing the right thing, and we know what that is. So we're hoping to get this stuff automated, and that's definitely something when we get more revenue in, that'll be a lot easier to throw some money at the automation of some of these mundane tasks that we're not doing right now.
It sounds good. Thanks for all that you're doing.
Well, we have fun building all that we're building here, and thanks for showing up, and we're looking forward to putting some affordable housing solutions together here.
Yes, Tennessee, Nashville, and Memphis.
Well, and we got people in Chattanooga, absolutely.
And Chattanooga, yes.
Yeah, and we're just getting started, so it'll take off here once we get our boot camp program rolled out. But you ladies have a wonderful evening.
All right.
Good night.
Bye bye. Bye bye.